How I build my first website for free from scratch. Now in this video here today, I'll be showing you guys on how I build my website from zero. Okay, now let me introduce myself. My name is Enaro Arasa, also known as Ena Digital Experience. Now in this video here, I'll be showing you on how I built my website, my first website from scratch, from free. I didn't buy domain, I did it for free. Now first of all, I first know what I wanted to do. That was the first thing I knew. Now I sat down a day and I asked myself, okay, if I want a website, what did I want to use the website for? Now that was the first question I asked myself before I started and I built my first free website. Now, so that is what they call your niche, know your targets. Now, so when I knew what I wanted to do, that was when I knew what I want to do with the website. So the second thing I did was I looked for an app that would give me a free domain to use. A free domain. So that name of that app that gave me a free domain, the name of the app is called WordPress. Now WordPress is a website on its own that allows users to create a website inside the app. Now, so what I did was that I created my first website using WordPress. But before I could create that first website, I made a lot of mistakes. Now, the first mistake I did was I didn't know how to create a website. That was the first thing. So when I was learning how to create a website, I was like, oh my God, what will I do? I don't know how to create a website. So what I did is that I went to YouTube, searched for people who knew how to use WordPress, and I learned from them. But it was not easy because a lot of things they were doing I could not understand. But guess what I did? What I did, I sat down one day, I created a website, but at the end it was nonsense. But I just created that website. I didn't know more of the function of what it can do. I was just touching. Then the website came outside. I loved it. Due to those touch, I was just did, but I loved it. But it didn't benefit me. Why did I say so? Because what I wanted, it didn't give me what I wanted. So what I did is that I canceled that one. I created another one. Now that one I created today that's what I'm using right now. And that is a free website under WordPress. So that website that I created that was free, I knew my target and I knew what I wanted to create with it. I was creating that website to offer a service to people. You know, in this life you can offer two things now, either a service or a product. So I decided to choose services to offer to people. Now that services I was offered to people was what they call SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. This is the ability to make websites rank high on search engines like Google. So that was what was my target, and I targeted search engine. So what I did was I had two missions: to create a website and to learn SEO. But at that moment it was so frustrating for me because I haven't learned how to create a website, then I wanted to drop it to SEO. And without SEO, without a website you can't create SEO, because SEO needs a website so it can optimize on their website. So what I did was that I sat down, I begged God, I prayed to God that God should help me in creating the website. So I created the website finally due to God's grace, and it took me 4 good months to create that website. Why? Because I didn't pay for anything. I decided to sit down and start learning on how to create that website and how to make that website better. But it took me time. I was frustrated. I went to stop, but I kept on going because I knew what I wanted. So through God, it came to a reality. Then when I created, after 4 good months of struggles, then I knew what I meant to do with it. Now I created a small company for myself. That was a sole proprietorship company owned by one man. That was me. So the name of the company is called NRDX, which means the Enhanced Network Advertising Digital Expert. Now when I created it, I have to ask myself, what do I want to do with that website? What is my mission? What is my target? I sat down, so I just used an hour to think about that. Yes, some people may use 2 hours. I'm not exaggerating, seriously, I just used an hour. So God gave me the wisdom and I used an hour to think about it. So when I knew what I wanted to do, I started immediately. That was when I started learning SEO. Now, during that learning of SEO, it wasn't easy for me because at that moment I was new to the system. I was new to SEO, search engine optimization, and under SEO there were a lot of things for me to learn under that SEO. First, we have the keyword research, we have the on-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO, content SEO, and so other more. So to me, all these things was so difficult to me that I didn't even know where to start from. But with God gave me a direction. So that direction was that I started with keyword research. Yes, keyword research was knowing what people are searching for. Like, yes, keyword, knowing what people are searching for. Like, for instance, best shoes, best clothes. Those are keyword research. So when I knew what keyword research was, then I asked myself, how can I make my own keyword research that people can see me everywhere? That was what I asked myself. So doing those research of keyword research I did, I found out that yes, the world we are today, if we can't solve people's problem, we are lacking behind. So that was why I went into SEO, to learn how to solve people's problem. So an SEO, another function of SEO, it makes your website visible. So I decided that yes, okay, there is no problem, I will learn this keyword research. Then I started learning from Neil Patel, I started learning from Alfred, learning from different people that teaches SEO entirely. But well, it wasn't easy. This took me 2 to 3 months because it was really frustrating. After I created this website, it was really frustrating. So what I did was that I just kept on learning, practicing it every day until I got a system. Now, don't just think that if you don't have a system you cannot do SEO. It is a lie. You can do it with your phone. But the reason why I got a system was that I needed it to do more than that SEO. I needed to do keyword research, on-page SEO. So I needed a wide screen that could give me good results and things that I can benefit from me. So I got a system. Then immediately I got that system, I transferred everything that was from my phone to my system using my Gmail to link them up. You get? So when I did that immediately, I saw some things that I could not learn while using my phone. That was an advantage for me. So immediately I took that upon myself. Then I started practicing SEO, writing blogs on affordable SEO because I wanted to become an SEO specialist. Yes, I'm called an SEO specialist. And guess what? All these things I did, it was 8 months I used to learn all these things. Why? Because I was applying consistency every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I keep on doing it each and every day. There was no break for me because I knew the goal and target I wanted. So when I did that, immediately I started looking for keyword that I can rank for, even though I was small. Yes, even though I was just a beginner, and even though I was using a free website. Yes, even though I was using a free website. So what I did is that I started looking for keywords for me to optimize. Short keywords that won't like cost too much, but even though I'm a beginner in the digital world at that moment. So what I just did that I was writing blog posts on affordable SEO. Now I wrote blog posts for the first week. Second week I would just keep on writing. I saw no results. I was like, what was going on? I tried to use Google Counsel. At that moment, you guys may not understand what is Google Counsel, but just follow along with me. So I tried to use Google Counsel. I was just like, what was going on? So now, at that moment, I wanted my business to rank on Google, to rank for people to see it as something good and okay. And I asked myself, what would that be? And that was what I wanted, which was SEO. So SEO could help me do that, but I never knew how it was working. But what I understand from SEO was that SEO works with time. Yeah, if you are consistent in SEO, it keeps on. When you keep on writing blog posts, it will keep on helping you to rank high or search engines. So during that moment, I never realized that all those little progress I was adding was in the future, it was something great for me. So one day, after writing blog posts for over 2 to 3 months on my website, seeing no results, I was like, is this how SEO was? But guess what I did? One day I just grabbed my phone and I said, let me just search for my website on Google. And guess what happened? My website showed on Google. Just imagine a free website. I didn't pay a domain, I didn't pay for any damn stuff. I just used a free website And which app did I use to create that website? The name of the app is called WordPress, like I said earlier before. So after I created this website with WordPress, when I saw my name was ranking, I was so amazed that what, me ranking on search engine. Then this motivated me, and I keep on doing keyword research on it. So now if you think I'm lying, you can go and check on ENADX, or ENADNX.wordpress.com. Yeah, you can be thinking that I'm still using a free WordPress, but with matter of time I'll get a real WordPress website that has .com on it. But for the meantime, I'm using .wordpress.com. You get now. So at that moment, I searched for it, and it was ranking on Google, but at a low aspect. But to me, it was sounding as a victory because I've never ranked on Google. So I keep on writing content, blog posts on affordable SEO about myself, about what I do. So now instantly Google begin to identify me as a brand which is growing in the digital world. So if you can go and check it right now, check who is ENADX. It will show you my name. In case you think I'm lying, my name is Arasa Enaro. Yes, it will show you, also known as ENA Digital Experience, ENADX, which stands for Enhanced Network Advertising Digital Experience. How this thing came to reality was that I built consistency around it. I keep on optimizing it every single day. That was how I was able to build a free website without using a dime, without using a money, without using any tools, just an app that got me this free website. So if you are really interested in creating your first website, yes, your first website, use wordpress.com, and you will never regret to use that.